Hello and welcome back to Europe 1100, and we're up against the French. Yes, so the Kingdom of France has declared war against us, and I gotta say, I'm actually not unwelcoming this change. I'm actually thinking, yes, this sounds like a wonderful idea. Anyway, before we get into this battle that they actually wanted, they instigated this battle, so if they end up losing, this is gonna look very embarrassing for them, but anyway. As you can see, we have the Holy Roman Empire at 5.8k, the French, who have 7,300, and the Byzantine Empire at 6.6k. Alright. Here's the thing. I have... now, this is a very unusual occurrence. I literally just persuaded a vassal to join us, and he was a part of the opponent. So I'm a bit worried about him. And I'm going to show you him right now. Deltasos was his name. This fellow right here. I just persuaded him. And I have already given him a relatively powerful fief in Lyon. So here's the thing. If he decides to defect now, we're going to have some pretty big issues. Maybe. I mean, the garrison there is not exactly amazing, but I felt, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this. Technically, what I could have done, and this is another reason why everything has a price, should be changed in my opinion. I could have bargained for the castle. Now, his joining me cost me 183,000. So, an entire clan filled with vassals and, you know, having a wealthy kind of you know, finance situation about them, only cost me 183,000. Whereas if I were to want this castle, you know how much this would have cost me? 5 million. Yes. That is ridiculous. A castle costing me 5 million. I don't know. That's just kind of weird to me, because if he is literally coming over to me for 183,000, I technically already have the castle in my possession, if you see what I mean. So technically what I could do, I'm not entirely sure if I can actually do this. Let me just see whether that is indeed the case. No, it doesn't seem like I can do that, unless not, no, okay, so I can't do that right now, but technically what I could do is I could propose this to give the settlement to someone else, and then I could literally just get rid of him if I wanted to. That is a possibility. That is something that you could do if you wanted to. I don't know whether it's going to work, but there is the possibility there that it would. So there's a lot of different ways that you can handle additional vassals, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention that a literal vassal with a bunch of other friends coming along to help me is going to be totaling 183,000. But, you know, just woe is me, you know, having a castle come along with me, or come along with him, shall we say, to our faction is just out of the question, apparently. That's just absolutely, you know, people, they're just like, no. They're just like, no, you're going to have to pay us millions if you want that. We'll come over and work for you for 183,000, but my fief? No, you want my fief? Well, I won't give you that for the, you know, the Queen of Sheba, apparently. That's exactly what's going on there. So, yeah, very strange kind of deal. Not sure why that is a thing, but yeah, as I say, I think the scaling on fiefs in the bartering screen is way too large. I think the scaling is just way too big. And I think that Tailworlds needs to look at the fief scaling with everything has a price, and just add a couple of extra modifiers onto it, because as it stands right now, the insane scaling, I don't even know what it's based on. I can't, you know, there's no way I can test the amount of modifiers, you know, easily enough for me to be able to tell. But the fact is, it's just too much right now. You know, a literal castle being 5 million or more is just like, just think about it. You know, you're going to have to literally be standing in the smithy you know, just making the most expensive weapons that you can get your hands on, and also selling a huge amount of your inventory as well. And don't even get me started on the fact that the towns are not that rich. So, you know, how are you supposed to get the cash already? Because the towns are really not going to help you out that much either. So, you know, that's the thing. I know a couple of people did say in the comments, what about if I were to trade smithed weapons? And yeah, that is actually a really good idea. That's absolutely a fantastic idea. However, there is a problem with that. They also have relatively poor scaling in regards to actually providing value to the agreement itself. And this is really sad to me because I've tried this in the past. Not sure if it's been changed since then, but you could obviously tell in one of the previous episodes when this fellow literally wanted my entire inventory and it still wasn't enough, or it was just about enough for one thief. So he literally wanted every single thing that I had, horses and armor and food, I can assume, included. And yeah, it still was just barely enough to provide me with the one thief that he had. So that's just, you know, I think that you can kind of see that, you know, me having some smith weapons is probably not going to make any difference, unfortunately. But it should, in my opinion. I think that those kinds of things should make a difference. You know, just imagine if you had a massive amount of smith weapons. Imagine if you're a, I don't know. Just think about this. If you are a trading character and you're not really a person that's wanting to do, you know, battles too much, because not everyone likes doing a huge amount of battles. Maybe you want to play a different kind of character. Maybe you want to play a more pacifist style. And, you know, just relax a little bit. Because let's face it, you know, the original Trader Pelisor character that we created quite a while ago, I think probably 2 years ago now, he focused on trading with the old everything has a price, and you know, spoilers, I conquered the entirety of Calradia in 15 episodes, and I probably could have done it in a shorter time as well. But that's of course because it's too powerful, you know, that version of the perk is too powerful, 100% way too powerful. But that doesn't mean that it should just be abandoned. I don't think it should just be abandoned. But that's what I'm saying. If you want to play a more pacifist style or a more relaxed style, and you're not going to have to get into as many battles, then this is a wonderful alternative to heading into sieges over and over again. And that was actually one of my primary reasons for getting it initially, because I thought to myself, you know what, this is a pretty large map. I don't really want to be going into every single siege and, you know, doing everything that needs to be done myself. You know, I kind of want to, you know, bypass a couple of that and actually have some fun with some of the systems outside of sieges and outside of battles. And that was my main thought. That was my main thought process in regards to going for a trading-based character. And unfortunately, as we've now found out, it doesn't really make any difference. But I think, personally, as we've achieved victory against the French here, I'm actually quite surprised, but yeah, this is very embarrassing for them because they were the ones to attack me. I did not attack them. But yes, anyway, I think it is actually really sad that everything has a price is not that viable, because it does provide the player with additional ways of achieving victory. And for me personally, I think that that is a wonderful thing to have in an RPG experience. Because while this is not a full RPG, it does have RPG elements, as you can obviously tell from the skill trees and so on and so forth, and the fact that you can customize your character however you so desire. It's extremely important to have the ability to diversify your playstyle. I think that's really, really useful. Okay, so I'm going to assume that the... I'm going to assume that these guys are actually attempting to take Belgrade right now. Not a big fan of that, actually, so I'm going to make peace with them, even if I have to pay this. There we go. We're going to make peace with them. And yeah, I'm going to spend 1,500 influence to do this. I'm hopeful that that is actually going to stop the siege. Yes, it did stop the siege. Okay, so that's wonderful. So, yeah, sometimes you're going to have to make these painful decisions because, let's face it, I just spent 1,500 influence and all of my vassals were against it, as they very rightly should be. They definitely should be against it because it was a terrible decision to make. But it is one that we are very quickly going to revert in the future, so don't worry about that. And we are going to be paying them quite a lot of money in tribute, but my faction is extremely rich as it is. As you can no doubt tell, we own a massive, massive amount of territory right now. These are all of our towns that we own, and it's more than anyone else in the entire game as far as I'm aware. So I'm thinking, yeah. Actually, wait a minute. These guys might actually have around the same, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know really, but yeah, I think we do. I think we do. But yeah, this is an absolutely incredible map, I gotta say. Very, very appreciate the work that the modding team has done on this map. It's super, super fun to play on. But yes, anyway, as I said, I think that definitely everything has a price does need a rework of some kind, and as I detailed in the previous episode, I'm not going to go into it again about all the things that it should take into account, but yeah, I would very much appreciate the developers at Tale Worlds, you know, just having a look at this perk, because it is such a powerful one if it's done right, if it works without punishing you, basically, because that's exactly what's happening right now. You know, it's literally just going, oh, you spent many hours, tens of hours leveling up trade skill. Well, too bad. You're going to have to pay 6 million for this one castle. And yeah, that's the kind of thing that I'm not really appreciative of. Anyway, I am actually going to be making peace with the Holy Roman Empire. Shall we? Shall we make peace with them? Shall we make peace with them? Does Mengus say yes? Yes, he does. And if I say no, I'm going to have to spend 1,500 again. So I'm going to say yes to this. And that's fine. All right, it's fine. Even if we have 18 prisoners of theirs, which I would have very much, you know, preferred to keep, we do have a significant amount of enemies to handle. Mengus was actually besieging the castle of Nice over there, which would have been absolutely fantastic for us to take. So now I feel like I've kind of messed up, but that's the thing. Do I want to spend 1,500 influence? I guess I could have. I mean, I could have, you know, that's an option, you know, it is definitely an option, but I didn't really want to. And Mengus is most likely going to be able to do something. Oh, look at that, Yuha the Falcon, he's doing some fantastic things as well. Very nice to see that. I'm actually, oh dear. Oh no. This is bad. This is very bad. Stay your hand. What would it take for you to go my way and for me to 700. Really? That's it? That's it? Just 782,000? Okay, sure. And there you go. So now I've paid for some peaceful times, and now I can move away, and I can actually run relatively far distances now. And I don't have to worry about them. And now this gives my other vassals an opportunity to potentially do some stuff in the background. Hopefully they're going to be able to do that. Hello. I'm going to murder you now? Haha, yes. Ah, we can't actually do that. You've sworn not to attack. Yes, indeed. Okay, so how long is it? I think 7 days or something like that. So that's actually a really nice way to do things, but obviously if they say no, then you're probably going to just get murdered nevertheless, which is not exactly great. Anyway, we've taken Lyon back. As you may expect, that is exactly what we wanted, and I am preventing all of these vassals from attempting to interfere, which is actually the main reason why I'm over here. Oh, this might be a bit problematic. Okay, let me see here. Gonna have to avoid that large army. There's Mengus. Where are my other armies? Do we have any other armies? Yes, we do. We have this guy over here with 600. He's actually on his way to besiege something, but he is very far away. Oh dear, it's gonna take a long time for him to get anywhere, but oh well, never mind. And now what we can do is we can just attack some random people. That's basically what I'm going to do right now. Let's just be very, very careful, because I don't really want to... Oh, really? I still can't? Oh, okay, fine. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Can I actually speak to you, sir? I'd like to try and see if we can... Ah, no, I can't. Is he the ruler? He is the ruler. He's 25. Okay, that's very young. Alright, well, whatever the case. We'll see. We'll see when I can actually attack enemies again, because he is running from me right now. I'm not entirely sure if it shows me on this. I don't think it does. This guy literally was the owner of it, and he lost it. So I'm not sure. Not sure if it's a good idea to give it to him again. But I guess we can't really hold it against him if he you know, if he was part of Mengus's army or something like that, and Mengus was far away, you know, it's absolutely fine if he wants to do that. And they are besieging Lyon again. Okay, that's interesting. There we go. We can now attack. And let's just get him out of the way. We're just going to take him prisoner because he is the king. So we want to make sure that he's off the battlefield for as long as possible. Thank you very much. Let's just take all the loot there. And I have way too much loot, by the way. I really do need to sell some loot. I'm actually making my way back to Lyon here, as I would like to see... Aha! Yes, this is the reason why he's having issues. As you can see, he's not even a part of an army at the moment. But this is the reason why he's having some problems actually doing anything. I'm not sure whether we want to do anything ourselves, to be honest. There's only 10 defenders in there. It doesn't seem to make too much difference for me to attack or not. So I think we're just going to leave it. And we're just going to see what happens, because here's the thing. Obviously, Mengus is playing offensively, which is exactly what we want. Let's play... let's give Mengus this, I guess. I don't know whether it's even worth me giving him so many fiefs, because he's going to have an insane amount of cash as it is. Yeah, I don't know. I really have no idea. But I could actually just head in here and just auto-resolve this probably really, really easily. Let me actually just see. Oh no, are you joking? No, no, no. Oh, this is bad. Okay, fine, fine. We'll do battle with you then instead of the other one. Okay, hello. Oh no, oh yeah, of course I'm not going to be able to persuade her. Oh, yeah, don't get me started on that. Okay, yeah, anyway. Yeah, okay, I can't do anything here, unfortunately. This is indeed a fight at night. Not a big fan of fighting at night, as you know. Yes. Wow. This is actually a really, really weird battlefield, and actually one that I'm pretty happy to see, even though it's a weird one, and definitely not something that I am too happy about fighting on. I'm happy to see it because it is just so different. Look at it. It's got a bridge, it's got a river, it's got hills, it's got trees, it's got absolutely everything that you could ever want, but this is a high difficulty map for us for one specific reason. It's just so incredibly mountainous. Look at it. Okay, what are we going to do here? That's the question. Okay, I'm going to have to get my archers over here in the trees. This is going to be the best possible location for them. Let's get our infantry to stand in the front. Yeah, the enemy is also going to have a pretty big advantage if they have a massive amount of archers. They have a couple. As you can see, they have 91, which is more than a couple, of course, but yeah, that's going to be slightly problematic. Ah, okay. Am I going to have some issues here? Can I not jump down there? No. Okay, I cannot. Right, okay, I'm just going to tell my forces to charge in because I am distracting these guys so dramatically right now. We might as well. And if I do end up getting killed, then that's absolutely fine because the cavalry are out of position, as you can see. Gonna take control of her, and we're just gonna continue the charge in. And we should be okay, but obviously, if not, then that's on me. You know, that is very much on me then. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna actually... Whoa, we're getting some nice damage, surprisingly enough. Well, unfortunately our healer does not have a particularly high riding skill, so me being able to deal damage like this is going to be extremely unlikely, but at least it provides me with some increased mobility. which is kind of all I'm going for right now. You know, the increased mobility is definitely going to help out if I can actually hit things. Yes. Okay, let's do a nice little auto-delegate for our archers here, and they're going to be charging in as a result. Unfortunately, once again, polearms proving themselves to be extremely annoying to fight against, as you can see. Just stopping mounts in their tracks, as they are designed to do, of course. And if I can just get a couple more kills here, I'll be pretty happy. Nothing really to complain about there. Even though our main character did end up getting absolutely murdered. But of course, that was very much to be expected. That's the thing. I'm not actually trying to... Well, to be fair, I am trying to live, but the main problem is that I got trapped by the side of the bank because there was an invisible wall there. I actually thought that I would be able to jump down with my mount into the river, but no, there was an invisible wall there trapping me, and as a result we, you know, got kind of murdered. So, you know, that kind of thing, unforeseen, because of course it is. You know, it's invisible for a reason, so you can't actually see where you can actually go and where you can't. But yeah, I was definitely hoping that I'd be able to go down into the river and, yeah, escape. But that is indeed it. Well, look at that. I'm actually really surprised that we were able to achieve victory here, to be honest. But there you go, another 68 renown for us. I actually feel like running around by ourselves has been very lucrative, rather lucrative. I don't know. Quite good. Is this guy literally... Is he trying to mock me right now? Is this guy literally trying to mock me with his name? Because we have Borgar, right? We have Borgar, and now we have Sorgar. Okay. Oh, that is hilarious. Okay, we'll just take him prisoner. We'll take all of these guys prisoner. There we go. Oh yeah, by the way, if these guys are gonna want peace, I'm literally just gonna say no. Oh yes, I'm just gonna say no, straight up. There's no way they can get around that. I'm just gonna say no. We've got 5,700 influence. If I have to spend 1,500 to, you know, stay at war against at least one faction, then I'm happy to do that. Okay, so these fellows are obviously going to be heading back here to try and attack me. Oh, this army is coming up. Oh, that's actually really, really good. That's looking pretty fantastic. This fellow is also going to get potentially murdered. Okay, never mind. I won't be able to persuade him because I need to talk to his clan leader, and I have no idea where that guy is, so I'm probably not going to be doing that anytime soon, but you never know. Maybe I'll encounter him at some point in the near future. All right, there we go. Yeah, so they've actually gone into a battle. Let's actually see if I can assist. Okay, yeah, this fellow's army is absolutely terrible. My allies' army, that is. My allies' army is failing on a grand scale right now, which I gotta say I am extremely disappointed by. Okay, so let's actually have a look. Ooh, yeah, I'm actually not really liking my odds here. I'm at 24% HP as well. I'm gonna have to let him die, unfortunately. That's not something that I really wanted to do, but you kind of have to if you want to try to maintain the advantage that you currently have, at least from my perspective here. Maybe we can get some of them in battles here. Attack this caravan. Oh no, this guy is attacking the caravan. Oh, okay, I understand. All right, so let's just take a prisoner. There we go, and we can take a couple more of these. And we can take some more loot, but that's the thing. Is it even worth me taking loot right now? Probably not, right? I don't think it's really worth it. But let's just see what happens here. Maybe I can get these guys to leave. There we go. They actually left. Can I get them into a battle? Yes, I think I can. Or maybe I can't. Ah, no, they're way too fast. Mengus has come back here. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay. Yeah, so now you can quite clearly tell what's happening. Mengus and the AI are switching. They're base trading, basically. If you forgive the RTS terminology right there, they are base trading. It's super funny. All right, I'm just gonna wait here for some time then, I guess, and just see what happens, because as it stands right now, it is just not worth it. It's just not worth it for me to run around and do this kind of stuff, you know, just randomly. I guess what I could do is I could go and do some pretty strategic striking of the opponent. Maybe I could try to get a couple of sieges against some castles and things like that. I could try to do that. Maybe that would be a good idea. There's a castle there, I guess. Maybe that seems like a decent idea. Lyon has just been taken once again, and we can only hope that we're going to keep it this time. I don't even know. Should I even bother giving it to this guy anymore? I mean, he seems to be... Well, he's trying, but he's not able to do anything against an overwhelming opponent, so that's obviously making a pretty big difference, but oh well, never mind. Okay, there's 270 here. I actually wonder, can I... Oh. Okay, no, never mind. Mengus is not actually helping us. He's actually moving on to somewhere else. That's good to see. I'm actually pretty happy about that. What if I... Shall we try this out? I'm going to try just sending my troops in. Let's see what happens, shall we? We actually won. Okay, and we sustained massive casualties, but we won in an instant, which I actually think is pretty cool. We have a massive amount of troops that we can now rescue, which is obviously pretty nice too, and we can now just go like so. This is obviously making things a little bit uncomfortable for us in regards to our prisoner situation, but technically if I wanted to I could just place them in the dungeon here, but I don't really care too much about that. We can obviously just get a bunch of upgrades happening here too. I think that sounds like a good idea. There we are. Let's put them on housing, and let's just wait here for some time. We're going to get our people back in no time at all. And as you can see, we can now decide on the owner, so that's great. And we've also placed a bunch of people in there. We're going to give this to Delta Sauce because, let's face it, it's right next to Lyon, which is his other fief. So this makes the most sense in the world. There we go. And we are hopefully going to not lose too many prisoners as a result of us being over capacity. Yeah, we lost, what, 60 prisoners or something like that, which is not that bad. So I don't think that's too... I don't think that's too costly considering we have so many as it is. We can just wait here for some time. Lyon got taken back, as you can quite clearly tell. That is just going to flip-flop back and forth, and it seems like Mengus is also going over to lose over and over again. So yeah, it seems like we are in some kind of vicious cycle at the moment until Mengus attacks the enemy army. I think that's probably what is going to break this cycle. That is probably what is going to have to happen. But yeah, we can only hope that that's going to happen at some point in the near future, because I for sure can't tackle that army. Ah, Berisha is coming to besiege Lyon, which is actually looking pretty good. Alright. Let's make Mengus look after this one so that he can actually, you know, react to it being attacked. Hopefully that's going to happen. And hopefully Berisha is going to be able to win this. Hopefully... Ah, yes, of course. The Holy Roman Empire is now declaring war against us, as you might expect. And no, Berisha's actually taking it. Look at that. She took that super, super fast. Very, very nice. And... Ah, okay. What? They got taken back so incredibly fast? Really? That quickly? Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised. I was certainly not expecting something so quickly, but okay, fine.
Oi, sorry.
That is okay. Let's see here. No, I have to speak to someone else to be able to do that. I can't even barter with him, unfortunately, because we are at war. But yeah, that's fine. We can just take him prisoner. And oh, look at this! Hello there, sir. Who are you? I don't know. I don't even know who that is. Some random guy from a clan. I don't even know who that clan is from, but there you go. We were able to rescue him. Not really that important, I suppose, but there you go. We were able to anyway, and now we will just, you know, convert a couple of extra people and upgrade them. Okay, so this castle is obviously what I'm going to go and take. I'm pretty sure the French want to make peace. Pretty sure that they are wanting that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take a quick look here. Yeah, we're going to receive 600. Technically, we and our vassals do not want to make peace. So I'm kind of wondering whether... Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Mengus has completely changed strategy, and he's actually wanting to take this over here. This makes all the sense in the world from a territorial perspective, because he wants to take these fiefs right here in and around this territory. That seems like a pretty logical thing to do. So that means that if he's going over there, I should back him up by making peace with the French. I think that sounds like the best possible idea, so let's do that. It's going to cost me 990. Who wants... okay, yeah, so some people do. Mengus doesn't, but he never really wants that, so we're just going to do that, because we can also get some of our people, I think, released. I think. Let me actually just have a look. Really? All of our people... Okay, wait a minute. So Mengus must have freed all of them. Okay. Well, that's my bad then. But we now only have one opponent to focus on, and that is going to be the Holy Roman Empire. This should actually be the final nail in the coffin for them, because as you can see, they only have 3 towns remaining, and then just a smattering of castles. So it shouldn't be that difficult. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.